live from the Sinister district and the great beyond. Good evening, everyone, everything, and all creatures of light. I'm Michael Paul. Alongside Mr. Cribbs, tonight we welcome a guest who's seen the Slothman and a woman in white terrorizing their town. Stay right where you are. You're listening to the Sinister district. Well, hello, dear listeners, and everyone tuned in. Welcome to the Sinister District, and welcome to our very first show. I'm very excited, and this has been in the making for a very long time now. But I'm Michael Paul with Mr. Curbs, and we have ourselves a very special guest here today who's seen a mysterious woman in white and who's seen a creature lurking in the trees we call Slothman. But before we get into it, let's introduce ourselves on this very first episode. So, I'm Michael Paul. Hello. I've hosted numerous podcasts and different shows throughout the years, and I would consider myself a very huge fan of the horror genre and everything to do with it. I love horror movies, horror video games, horror podcasts as well, and really everything to do with the supernatural. And that is what brought us here today. I've also had a few encounters of my own with the supernatural that are very strange. Perhaps I will share them in future episodes. But for now, that's a little about me. And now on to our co-host here, Mr. Curbs. He's been my close friend for a very long time, and I've hosted a few shows and podcasts with him as well. Some of these include the Trio Podcast, which you may have heard of. But I'm going to give the space to Curbs. And
may have heard of.
And Curbs, tell us a little bit about you.
I'm Mr. Curbs, and I'm friend of Michael Paul. That's basically where my criteria ends.
That's your resume. Friend
That's
of
my
Michael
resume.
Paul. First line.
Friend of Michael Paul.
Well, that's amazing.
You didn't mention your music. You make music.
I make music. I do a lot of random things, dear listeners.
You gotta plug everything.
I have a music channel. I have a lot of things.
A Minecraft channel.
I do Minecraft content. But let's talk about what we're here today, all right? So tonight we're joined by someone who has experienced one of the most chilling encounters we've ever received. Now, mind you, this is the first one we received.
So technically, it is the most chilling one we've received.
It's not a ghost, Curbs. It's not a fairy tale. This is something else entirely. Something alive. Okay? It's a tall, gray skeletal creature with blue glowing eyes, capable of mimicry, climbing trees, chasing prey, amongst other things. This is the so-called Slothman. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Fang, here to tell us the full story of the blue-eyed creature in the woods. Hello, Mr. Fang. How are you?
Good. How are you all?
Very good. My power was out earlier this day, but I got it back now, so we're living.
Yeah, that's good. There's usually a lot of power outages down here I live too, around December and that. Well, this creature that I've just started seeing. My sister is the first one to notice that. She took her little dog out one night, and she said she her dog was acting real weird and that, and kept staring up at the cars. So she looked up at the driveway and that, and seen this tall thing with these blue glowing eyes. And later on that night, I ended up I had to take my dog out too. The thing was much closer than over at the cars and that, and I got to see the whole thing. It was about 7 or 8 feet tall. It had a gray skeleton-like appearance, you could see its ribs and everything. And it had these weird blue glowing eyes that I've never seen anything with it.
Now, at least it wasn't red eyes, okay?
Yeah.
Red eyes are pretty creepy, but okay, so this creature, I mean, I don't even know where to start. What do you think it is.
At first, we thought it was a creature called the Fogman because every time we
Hmm.
seen it, it was like super foggy out. But I started looking into like the Fogman, and we really it kind of like suits it in a way, but then it kind of doesn't. And it like the main thing about like Fogman is it doesn't like mimic like sounds like this creature keeps doing. And the Fogman is known to have like a white glowing eyes or something.
So you're 100% sure that these eyes were blue? Because
Yeah, they would glow without light shining on them. Like they're just completely glow in the dark.
oh wow.
All right.
So you have these photos here. Here, let me get one of the photos. I'm not sure we could see that the eyes are blue in this photo.
Well, phones
I'm
act
not
weird
sure
with
if
light.
yeah,
Oh, it's black and white, right?
yeah. I had to make it black and white so you can see it better. But the eyes of the creature in that photo was actually glowing white. So I'm not sure if that's the same creature or not.
Oh dear. Okay, we'll pull up the image for our
It
YouTube
almost looks like
listeners.
it's wearing like a hood.
Yeah, that one was like it was crazy because like I remember mornings out when my dad took that photo because like he just came home from work one morning about like 6 a.m. or so and say he felt like something was like watching him and he seen this black sloth like looking creature, white glowing eyes, and he hurried up, took his phone out, took a photo, and like he took off running to the house. Like I haven't seen him run that fast or heard him run that fast. But like I was asleep for like a little bit at the time, and I ended up waking up to the sound of the door slamming shut. And my brother and my cousin came running here. Was like, "Yo, dude, wake up! Dad's just seen this weird thing in the trees. We gotta go see if we could try to get some videos of it."
Now what the
And
hell? Now what the hell do you think when you hear that? Like,
I was, I thought I was dreaming at first because I was like, "What? What the heck?" And then like, uh, I fully woke up. And they showed me the photo. I was like, "Dude, that ain't normal." But by the time they got out there, the thing was gone.
it's interesting because I saw online somebody refer to that other image that we have of it, that they
Yeah.
say it may have been a branch with stars in the middle as eyes. But now that we see this different image of it, it's got to be a creature of sorts because it's occurring in multiple occasions. It's not like just a branch in one occasion. This is a different photo.
I'm actually,
right?
yeah, I'm actually looking at that second image, right? It says it was first shared by the president of Mexico, and it was believed to be like an elf or something. The what was it, the reference image?
Yeah. Now,
This one.
now I've heard of stories of creatures in trees. Um, Actually, when I went on a ghost tour in Hawaii, and I've heard that sometimes they hear things in the trees, and maybe there's a correlation. But so did it make a sound? What did it sound like?
He said it was like really quiet and like it didn't make any sounds whatsoever.
Hmm.
Like he said it was just like sitting there watching him like drive in or something. He didn't notice it till he got out of the car.
Now the blue eyes is really rare in mammals. That's the bioluminescence. That's super rare. So it has to be either reflection or a supernatural occurrence. And for it to be 7 to 8 feet tall, there's no known animals to have that situation there. So you
Like-
said it mimicked running water and cat noises, or is that?
Yeah.
So it did make a sound. You're saying it mimicked things.
Yeah, this the blue-eyed creature thing. It would like mimic the sounds of our cats, like meowing and stuff and hissing and that, like trying to lure us in or something. I don't know exactly, but and then like we kept hearing it sound like running water, like in like a creek or something like that. But like this was uh close to around like it was like at the end of October and that, so it was kind of crazy because like we didn't get no rain or anything.
Now, when you say you hear these noises, where are you? Are you like in the woods? Are you in your house?
We were in the driveway where we seen the creature at, and because we followed a trail, like a water trail that led over towards like the wooded area. And that was when we started hearing the noises, and then seeing the thing like up in the trees, like the blue eyes in the tree.
Oh dear. Hmm. So, there's some other cryptids, such as the pill crawler. I looked into. This thing is like kind of like a skinwalker, but maybe it's in trees. Then we have the forest mimics, and I mean, I think this is a totally different creature, but I mean, we don't know. So it's always at 9 p.m. Is that when you see it?
Yeah, it happened for like past week or so. Every at 9 p.m. we would take the dogs out, and that's when we ended up seeing and hearing the creature.
Horrifying.
Like it had its like
Some
schedule and
every day.
everything. Yeah.
But he doesn't hurt you or anything. I mean, he doesn't come down from the tree. He just chills up there.
Oh, he comes down from the trees and that gets up to our cars and like over by the front doors and that and just watches us. It's kind of creepy.
So we just
Right,
have this
creepy.
creature in
What
the
if you
trees lurking.
what if you like hypothetically like shot it and like killed it like hypothetically?
That's what we're if it got any closer, we were gonna shoot it and that, but it kept its distance over by the cars and we didn't want to shoot the cars. So
Yeah, but imagine, I mean, if you have it and then you like have its body or whatever, you can like give that to the news, being like, I just killed an elk.
that's a question we always ask ourselves, like Bigfoot hunters. Like, should you, if you see Bigfoot, would you shoot him, or would you want to keep the mystery alive? That's a big question.
Shit, man, shoot it. You know how much fucking money I'd get from that? I'm the guy that killed Bigfoot.
yeah, like usually I don't like I wouldn't attack it as long as it doesn't attack me because like I don't know what it's
Right.
capable of and I don't want to get
Okay,
that
but
close to it.
it is watching you, so it is sort
Is
of being a
it,
little
or
bit
is it just there? Is
Yeah, it's like kind of crazy though.
I mean, we know that the dogs are startled by it, right? And would you say squirrels or no?
Squirrels ain't usually out around like 9 p.m. and that down here for some reason. Like every once it gets dark, everything like goes and like hides and that and gets like usually really dead silent.
But we do have these dogs stopping and listening for something. So dogs are, they tend to know, and they tend to just to hear and see things that we can't. You know, they sometimes people say they could see paranormal things, so that's a good indication. But so when did your you said your sister first saw the creature? When was this? What year?
It was this year. And it was
This year.
about like during like the middle of October towards the end that too.
Right.
Like once it hit December, like it came out like one time before it started snowing. That it was like really foggy. That was when my great uncle off the road, he was working on my mom and dad's car because it like broke down, and he was working on it like late night. I don't know what time exactly, but he said once he got on working on that, he was getting ready to go in. He felt something was watching him, and he turned around and said he seen like a pair of glowing blue eyes, about 7 or 8 feet tall, up off the ground in the fog. He said he couldn't make out the body or anything, 'cause how foggy it was.
Right. So did you see it move in the trees, or did it just stand still the entire time?
Oh, we see it moving in trees because it had some really long, like claw-looking like fingers and that. It was crazy.
It looks, yeah, it looks like a,
You should try
like,
getting like a video of it or something, like moving around.
Of the night when we're actually like we kept hearing the noises and stuff, and at the trees and like it was mimicking that, and we seen it. Uh, I tried recording it and that, but my phone just kept messing up and like it couldn't get anything.
you need to get that Bigfoot footage, the classic 480p. You need to try your hardest.
Yeah.
But I mean, right. So did it seem curious, aggressive, or territorial? What was it trying to do you think?
But I think he was chasing after our cats and ended up chasing like three little raccoons up a tree because like we seen eyes in the tree. We thought it was it at first, but it turned out to be like three raccoons. And once we shined the light down a little farther, we seen like a head, and then that's when we seen like the blue eyes like poking out from behind the tree.
So it's trying to hold its ground, would you say, in the trees?
Yeah, I would say like he was trying to like hold his ground, but still watch us at a distance.
Right.
Do you it's just like are these like tree elf things like common in like your town? Like, are you the only people that see them, or are people like do other people have like tree elf experience?
There's quite a bit of people who see them down here or by where I live. Like just about everybody on this road and that I live at all had like some kind of like paranormal encounter. Even the people down in town called Matamora, that town is like highly haunted.
In a
Hmm.
bad way or good or?
What do you mean in a
Kind of
good
makes
way?
it both.
I mean, I have a friendly ghost in my house. We can talk about it later. Casper.
What? Yo, what? Since when?
After that night, did it start appearing more often or behaving differently?
It appeared more often, but it still just behaved the same, like just watching us from like behind the cars or trees and that.
So, from your experience, what do you think? Do you think they're friendly? Do you think?
I really don't know about friendly, but it was definitely creepy. I mean, it looked like it could do some damage. That's for sure.
You think it could hurt you?
It could definitely hurt someone from like how big that was.
Oh, do you think it was big? It doesn't look too big from this photo.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like you said, it was like 7 feet, but it looks like a little dude.
But I think those two are like two separate creatures. Though is what I was thinking. Because like this tall skeleton-looking thing, that it didn't have like the gray or white cloth on it, like the thing in the photo.
It does look like
Like
it's wearing some kind of hood.
So, wait, so is this a reference photo or is this an actual photo you took of it?
okay, so the black and white photo of the thing in the tree, that's of the creature that everybody down here started calling Slothman. This
Slothman.
that happened a few years back. But like this gray blue-eyed creature that just happened this year, and it just
Right.
randomly showed up out of the blue.
So this is another tree creature in the trees.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like every year something different happens, and that. But like after we seen the sloth man, we started seeing that woman in white like a lot.
All right. Before we go on here, here's a quick word.
If you'd like to talk to Michael Paul or Mr. Curbs, shoot an email to theSinisterDistrict@gmail.com. That's theSinisterDistrict@gmail.com. You can also join the Sinister District Discord server in the description. This is the Sinister District.
Yeah, so let's get into this woman in white here. So there's been multiple sightings of her throughout your town, and maybe this is a haunting or something. But tell us your experience of this woman in white.
Okay, so like the first time this woman in white was spotted was way before I was born, back in like the 70s when they were still when my grandma and grandpa and them were still building the house that we're all living in now. It happened like way back in the woods, and like my great aunt or something like that seen this woman in white just walking through the woods, like out, like just like appeared out of nowhere, just walking through there and that. And then many years after that, we've been seeing that ever since. Basically, like uh, my great uncle and that who lives up the road. One night he was actually sleeping in bed, and he said he seen a woman that walking past his bed, like in front of his bed, and that he thought was his wife, but it turns out she was in the bathroom. And
Oh.
as soon as she walked out,
Oh,
the thing just disappeared.
Now
He
this
said
is
it scared the
intriguing.
heck out of him.
This is intriguing. You know, because it could be just a real person. This is not a
Like
cryptid.
that's what we thought. But like this thing, like it doesn't seem to age or anything, and stayed the same looking for over since the '70s all the way
Same
up to
looking.
2025.
How would you describe?
Yeah.
What does the age of this woman look like?
Really, I can't tell all too much, but like I had a really up close encounter with her. Like I've seen her face and everything. It was all like her face is like super pale, and she's got like the long black hair, like most Lady in White stories go. But she's got huge black gaping holes where her eyes should be, and it almost like black tears like coming out of it.
Oh, so it's like the long black hair. It's like the ring, kind of. Would you say?
Yeah, like kind of like the ring. Yeah.
Oh no, those are big in Japan. Gotta watch out for those. Man, I
Yeah, like-
mean,
It's creepy.
wait. So did you say you saw this?
Yeah, I've seen her actually quite a bit of times, like 6
Quite a
or
bit.
12 times possibly.
Oh my. So she's just coming back.
Yeah.
What do you think she wants?
I think she just might be like some kind of like forest spirit or something, because since she's been here since like the '70s.
So you're always in the forest, though. You've seen this in the forest, and you see these things in the trees. What are you doing in the forest? You're always in the forest.
I try to get photos and that of them.
You what?
Like I tried to get like pictures and videos of them,
Oh,
but every
okay.
time I try to record it, it
Right.
like my camera like glitches out and freezes up.
Are these the only two photos you have of the tree elf, or do you have like any more?
That's the only 2 photos.
Slothman.
So you have a woman, you have like almost like a ghost in like a white dress in your town, as well as like these tree elves and like some other kind of like skeleton thing.
Skeletal creature.
Yep.
What do
Damn.
we
We also
call
got,
this
You're
skeletal?
living in like Gravity Falls.
That's what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah. I haven't really thought of like a name for the skeleton thing, but like I was asking people on Reddit about if they had any encounters in that, and this one guy up in Alaska, he said he's seen the same exact creature in that down where he lives. He described it same skeleton-like appearance and the blue glowing eyes. He described it as like mimicking voices and hiding in trees a lot too.
Oh, so this also mimics voices as well as the sloth guy.
Yeah.
So you saw this woman in white in the woods. How far? So is your house like near the woods? Is it? Would you say?
Yeah, we live like down in sticks and that basically.
Oh wow! So you just go outside, you see her.
Yep, we seen her like walking down a driveway a few times. We
Oh,
heard her like
no.
screaming and crying and everything.
Crying. Oh.
Yeah,
Did she seem aware of you?
yeah, like she'd stop and look at us and just like go back to doing whatever she was doing and like disappear a little bit later into the woods.
How would you describe this movement of this woman in white? Was it like smooth or like unnatural? What did it look like?
Definitely unnatural.
Definitely.
It's like really like slow, like just about it. Like she was moving like slow motion at.
And so she knocked down a branch in one occasion. You said.
Yeah, the most recent that I've seen her net, I was taking my dog into like the woods and I walk around the woods because he usually goes down. He usually tries to get out of the house and that and walk around with me. So I was taking him in the woods and that, and we got like pretty far down to the woods, and in front of us is like this big tree with like trash there for some reason, and I really can't figure out who keeps throwing the trash there. She was like sitting there in front of the tree, messing around with like sticks and rocks and trash. And when like caused my dog and a squirrel right next to us actually froze up, and we all just stood there looking at her. And she like looked up at us. That was when I got like the look at her face, and
Oh.
she like stood up and like floated straight in the air, and actually hit her head on a tree branch so hard that it actually got knocked down. And she just like floated right over the trees. And then like the squirrel that was next to us just like froze there for like a pretty long time after that until we could hear birds again, and then it took off running.
Oh my. So this is an entity that can make physical things happen.
Yeah.
That's the scary type of entities. So this, your dogs and the squirrel and all these things, they reacted to it. So there had to be something going on.
Well, yeah, it sounds like something exploded, so I believe something was going on.
Do you feel that the woman in white is connected to the other creatures in any way?
I kind of think she is that way. She it definitely doesn't like it whenever like we try to go to the woods at night, because like you can like hear a buttload of odd like noises and stuff, and then like you could see like a white glowing like thing in the woods at night whenever you try to go in there, and it like chases you out or something.
I think it's like some kind of like maybe like a witch or something. Like maybe it like has like the woods like cursed or something like that.
Well, that's kind of what we all thought in that, but I don't get no bad feelings off of it or anything, unlike the other things would be.
I mean, maybe if you
Hmm.
can like look into those woods, you know, maybe you can find if like anyone's like tragically died there. Maybe it's like a spirit.
Oh,
That's like,
there was quite a bit of deaths here.
oh, there you go.
There we go. We solved it. No, but so your whole family has seen all these creatures, right? So your first encounter was your father, right? He saw the Slothman. That was the first one, right?
Yeah, here's the first one he was actually the only one to actually get a photo of something like that.
And so what your great uncle also had an encounter. What did he say about his encounter?
He said that it definitely didn't like feel like natural, and that he tried to get inside as fast as he could.
Oh man.
Like it scared him pretty bad.
Which one
Well,
did he?
yeah,
Which creature did he see?
He's seen both the woman in white, and he's seen the blue-eyed creature.
And so, has anyone else in the area reported sightings?
Yeah, multiple people that talked about the woman in white, but I don't know if they've seen the blue-eyed creature as much. They talked about Slothman a few times too, like when we would go in town and that, and like Matamore and that, where they would talk. My dad would talk about the photo net he took and show it to him. They'd be like, "Yeah, we seen something kind of like that, like not long ago and stuff."
Oh my! So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do from here on? Are you gonna keep trying to record this thing? I mean, if I were in your situation, I would try to like pull a Fred Jones here, try to set up a trap or something, but I don't even know. That sounds pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to like get photos and like recordings of it.
Do you
I
have
mean,
security cameras? Maybe you could pick up something.
true. Yes.
Get the Ring doorbell.
We had some like security cameras like before, and picked up on a buttload of, like weird orb like things floating around, but that was about it.
Hmm. Orbs, okay. A lot of people see orbs.
Yeah, there's like ghost orbs or something.
What were we gonna say, Curbs?
I was gonna ask, like, if you don't mind saying, like, what is like the name of your like town? Cause like, is it like a known like spooky town?
Yeah, it's pretty known. There's a few YouTubers on YouTube now who actually like want to investigate. The town's called Matamora.
How do you
Matamora.
spell that?
Let me check quick.
Is it
It's Metamora.
and this is which state?
Indiana.
Indiana. Okay. More Indiana.
Yeah, it's like when I was little, and that we would go on walks and that down the park like area, Matamora. There was this old pink house there, and like this house used to be like a school or something, and turned to like an ice cream shop or something like that. But, like, it's abandoned now, and it's like highly haunted. Like, uh, when we were little, Nat, I guess like we pointed out like there was something in the window one time, and my dad took the phone, like camera or something, like old timey phone, like flip phone, and took a photo of it. And when he took a photo of it, there was like this man standing in the window. And when he sent this photo on to like my mom's phone, the guy was holding his head instead of him having his head like it was on the original photo.
Oh. Oh my. What do you even say to that? It says here, Metamora, Indiana, is claims to be the friendliest haunted town around. They got a lot of tours. So this is a decently popular place for hauntings. It's not like you're in the rare here. But from tragic canal drownings, deaths by poisoning, terrible railway accidents, rageful crimes of passion, and much more. Metamora has so many interesting, colorful true stories that are shared on our tours. The lives of the town's past residents are full of honor, love, passion, lies, death, suicide, and even murder. Oh my.
Fascinating.
Have you been on a ghost tour there?
Yeah, we've actually we used like spirit box and everything. 'Cause, like it was me, my uncle, my mom and dad, and my brother and sister and cousin. But we didn't get any of it recording that because like we didn't have no actual like video cameras at the time.
It just sounds like
There's a
it just sounds like living there could just be like a ghost tour.
yeah, you see things there even in the daytime sometimes.
I mean, I'm a big fan of ghost tours. Maybe I'll have to come down and investigate.
Yeah.
But
Sure, you'll crack the case.
I think so. But what's the closest you've gotten to these spirits, man? I mean, was the closest encounter this woman in white here?
Yeah,
She
that
was
was
on the
our
ground, right?
that was the closest encounter I've ever had with like something like that.
And you could almost touch her. How close were you?
She was about like 5 or 10 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. Unless you had really long arms, no. Okay. Well, we definitely have a case here. I mean, Curbs, what would you do if you saw glowing blue eyes, 7 to 8 foot thing? What are you doing?
Shit, man, I'd quit. I don't know what the hell to do. I've like I said, I've never really encountered anything too paranormal, so that
Right.
would definitely be quite the shock.
We have a lot of things going on
Nice.
here. Mimicry, possible spirits, and cryptids all at once. This is something else. I mean,
Yeah, I wonder if they like got to know each other at all.
I think they might be intertwined
You
somehow.
think they might be in cahoots?
Well,
The
maybe the
tree
tree
elf.
people. I mean, they're both in the trees, right? Um, it's kind of interesting. If there's two different type of entities in these trees, they got to be communicating or living in the same area. They got to be bumping into each other somehow.
You ever find like animal carcasses? Like, because these tree elves probably gotta eat, right? Like, so there's like animal carcasses
Right.
or anything?
Yeah, we find a buttload like dead animals in the woods, like they're half eaten or like full on skeletons. And we also like find some tracks every now and then. Like not long ago, I was walking in the woods after like we kept hearing like these weird noises in the woods. And next day I was walking in the woods. It was like after a pretty bad storm, so there would definitely be like footprints and stuff. I actually found like these weird, funky looking footprints. They're like kind of like best way to describe them was kind of like a bare foot, but it was also kind of like animal's foot mixed with it. I got photos on my phone somewhere, so I'll have to see if I can find them.
Hmm.
Oh, we'll have to share. Everybody join the Sinister District Discord server, and we will post these photos so then you guys could see
Quick.
them. Because I know you guys are probably like, let me see these photos. But
Quick plug.
quick plug, not shameless. Do you think what's more scary, the cryptids or the woman in white to you?
To me, honestly, I don't know, cause like this woman in white, she can like randomly appear inside like your houses and everything without you even knowing it. Like she's
My.
that quiet. Like we see her in my great uncle's house up the road every now and then. Like we would like walk up the road with our dogs or like check the mail or something, and we could see her watching us through the windows. And then like when we would go check it out, or call him or wherever, let him know, uh, he would go check it out. It would be gone. Like there was nobody in there. Nothing would be moving around. The door would still be closed and locked and everything.
Damn, that's actually
Right.
creepy.
I mean, it's got to be a spiritual entity of sorts, going through walls.
I mean, you think with these like tree elf things, you'd think that eventually like one might like die and you'd like see like a body of one, right? Like let's say like the tree elf like accidentally like ran into like a bear, right? I'm sure like a bear could like maul it, right? Like you've never seen like a carcass of like a tree elf or anything.
No, we haven't seen any like weird animal body like animal or creature bodies down here though. And but we do have a age-old report of a panther-like creature down here too,
Of a what type creature?
like a panther or something.
Oh, a panther. Is that
Hmm.
like what is that called? Um,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
there's the panther thing with like six. It has like 6 legs instead of four. What is that called?
I've never really actually heard of like creatures and that like urban legends of like a panther-like creature myself, but I've heard stories of people seeing panther things
It
down here.
lives in like the Appalachians or
Wampus
something.
cat, maybe.
Wampus, that's what it's called. A wampus cat.
I'll have to look into that. I've never actually heard of that one.
There's so many. I mean, I didn't even hear of Slothman. This one's got to be underground for sure.
Yeah, this is an underground cryptid. Keep this shit niche.
Oh. Well, maybe it's only in this town. Who knows? Mutation. Could be.
Or in Mexico. Because apparently the Mexican president posted about it, saying that elves were real.
He posted it.
Yeah, it's just 2 years ago in 2023. The Mexican president found one of these photos, and he posted it online and said elves were real and the world's a mystical place. The president of Mexico.
Now that's pretty
Dang, I didn't
cool
know that.
to have your president honor creature.
But I also think the Mexican government also didn't they try to claim that like they had an alien or whatever? Do you remember that?
Yeah, They also
do
Yeah, so
remember that, yeah.
I think they try to claim a bunch of stuff to like try to get like maybe more tourism or something.
they're really trying. They're
They're-
really trying.
We see their effort.
Well, if you guys see anything like these cryptid creatures with glowing eyes, send us an email at theSinisterDistrict@gmail.com. Right, Curbs? Oh,
All right.
Fang. I mean, what else do we have to say about these creatures? I think that it's a spiritual entity personally. That's what I think the woman in white is. And I think these other two things could possibly be cryptids or some sort of mutation. But what do you think? What is your guesses?
Yeah, I've been thinking like that because like most of the time before we'd see the woman in white, sometimes like we would hear like a bell ringing, like one of those little like hand bells or whatever. Like we would hear that ringing sometimes, and that was like
Oh.
that. After you'd hear that, that's when she would usually like appear. But then sometimes she would just appear without the sound of it too. So like, I think that one's definitely a spirit, and the other things I think they could possibly be cryptids in that.
Oh my. Well, it seems as though these creatures aren't too hostile at the moment. But who knows? I mean, that's good. We don't want that.
Yeah. But they could definitely do some damage, like I said.
Time will tell. But yeah, Curbs, what do you think about this creature?
I mean, I think that's pretty fascinating that one town can have so many like just like straight up ghouls.
Definitely. Definitely. Alright, Fang, we're gonna close it up here. But tonight we heard a story that blends cryptid terror with paranormal mystery. A towering skeleton mimic creature with glowing blue eyes. And a woman in white who defies gravity. This wasn't
Defying
one witness.
gravity?
This was a whole family. This wasn't once. This was reoccurring, and whatever it is, it's still out there. So please shoot us an email if you see anything. Yeah, email us topics to talk about, guests you want to see on the show in the future, questions. You can send us questions. One question you may ask, for example, is, what is this? Some kind of sinister district?
Yo,
But, yeah, Fang, what do you have to say to close off this episode here?
Best thing I can say is that I highly recommend don't go looking at after creatures that night. That's for sure.
But that's why everybody's scared of them, and that's why we never find out what they are.
Yeah, that's also like the safest option though, is not to go after them after dark though.
Well, I guess it's best we don't know.
probably. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
has anyone like gone missing in your town or like died, like in mysterious ways?
That I'm not so for sure about, but I know there's like used to be like an old like Indian like area too, so
Mm.
I don't know too much about it.
No, there could be some spiritual connection there, possibly.
Yeah, with like some of the Native American stuff. They were very spiritual.
Very.
Yeah, that was another thought that came to my mind. That too.
So, are there science researchers going on, and cryptologists looking at these creatures, or?
No, there's hardly anybody like coming here looking after them. That's for sure. Though.
Well, we're raising awareness. Maybe somebody will go out after hearing this episode, and they're gonna study.
And they'll go out and they'll snipe a tree elf right out from his branch.
Well, I don't
Send it
encourage
to-
that. We don't.
send it to Michael Paul's PO box.
We don't
Send 'em a
encourage
tree
animal
elf
cruelty. Right.
Well, we don't know what it is, so.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, folks, it's been a good one. From the Sinister District and the Great Beyond, I wish you all a good night. Say good night, Curbs. You cut out.
Good night.